Welcome to the Metaphysics Hour. I am your host, Rory Colgan. Toby, quiet. He's not very happy that I'm up in the tree. Sorry, sucks to be a dog, I guess. You need to be a monkey. You need to be a monkey. Anyways, what I'd like to share with you today is the idea that your independence, your ability to make choices, is instrumental in your ability to have a fulfilling human life. If you are making choices based on what somebody else tells you, there's going to be a certain type of fulfillment. You can learn things like cooperation and following, but for the full gamut of human interaction, you're not supposed to just be cooperative. You're also supposed to be an individual. You're also supposed to go your own way, whatever way that is. And as you make choices to experiment and go your own way, you learn that perhaps some of these ways are unfulfilling as opposed to other ways which are fulfilling. You get to learn what works for you. Traditionally speaking, there are a lot of things that work, and traditionally speaking, for the individual, there are a lot of things that don't work. And so our life in our early years up to our 20s is meant to help us figure out what type of a person we want to be. How much of our parents do we want to become? How much of our society do we want to become? And as we get to learn from our mistakes and learn from our successes, we get to choose the type of person we want to be. So any society that wants to limit your freedom, your self-expression, is a society that is not conducive to the highest type of learning. No society is perfect. And so it's on us to continually make our society better. Now, we all perhaps have different ideas about what can make a society better, but my main point for this video today is to indicate or to promote the idea of free choice. Free choice. So if we look at abortion, women should have a right to abort a fetus or an embryo up to a certain point, unless there's some sort of physical complications that might hurt the woman and also hurt the fetus, the developing life. So I think it's important to recognize that there's always nuance to all the decisions. So, for instance, my state here in Missouri, I think they made abortion illegal. And though I like the idea of supporting life, when you don't have a really great network to support people that are perhaps lower income, then you're helping them, but you're also not helping them. More to the point, this is the point of freedom. Like, a woman should have a right for her own health care. Now, where I disagree with the pro-choice is that it's not her body. Hi, Toby. Do you also disagree? What do you disagree about? It's not just her body. If it was just her body, it would be just a menstrual cycle. So the sperm donor, the father, that individual is an individual that should have rights because it's half of his DNA as well. So, though I don't think he should have the right to force a woman to carry, um, he should have the right to economically and legally abort if he chooses that he doesn't want this child. And that then gives the man rights and that gives the woman rights. Without those two, it's an unequal opportunity. So at least in this case, where in Missouri there's no opportunity for abortion, at least the man is protected that, you know, his DNA will also be protected. He will also be, liable for child support and all that good stuff. But I'm just using this as an example that the more freedom you have, the better it is for the individual and better for the society. He's got a stick fetish, and I guess I must have knocked a branch or something like that. Anyways, the idea here is simple. Any person that's not supporting your freedom should be a person that should be questioned. Their integrity, their intelligence should be questioned, because freedom is absolutely essential for a fulfilling life. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't consequences for freedom, but that freedom itself should be an institution that is protected. And whether it's a woman's rights or a man's rights or an individual's rights, it doesn't matter. We need to protect those things. And we need to develop a culture where we respect freedom, freedom of choice. You know, with the Rona, it was interesting how a lot of pro-choice people were no longer pro-choice about the certain procedure that you would have to take. Now, I didn't take that procedure because it's my body and my choice. And I know that there was a lot of shame given to people that did not do that, just in the same way that they shame people that take that procedure to have an abortion. So anytime somebody tries to shame you, you should also question whether or not their intelligence, their motivation is pure. Toby, quiet, quiet. I'm recording. Thank you. We need a society that has freedom of expression. Shh, quiet. We need a society that is full of the opportunity to make choices. And we need a society that creates an equal playing field. This is the best opportunity. And again, since I don't fall on the right side of the spectrum or the left side of the spectrum, I also think there should be healthy social nets to help people who are not as able or as willing to make progress for their own benefit. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on the essential nature of freedom and freedom of choice. God bless. Namaste.